If you've ever been to the beach and accidentally swallowed a mouthful of seawater, you know exactly what the ocean tastes like. It's overwhelmingly, aggressively salty. But have you ever stopped to wonder why? Here is a mind-bending fact. If you could magically extract all the salt from the ocean and spread it evenly over all the land on Earth, it would form a solid layer hundreds of feet thick. That's roughly the height of a 40-story skyscraper, covering every continent. Where did all this salt come from? Did the Earth just start this way? The answer is a 4-billion-year-old story of invisible thieves, ancient volcanoes, and a giant planetary basin. Welcome to Simple Things Surprising Histories. Today, we're answering one of the oldest questions in the world. Why is the ocean salty? The story of the ocean's salt doesn't actually begin in the water, it begins in the sky. Whenever it rains, the water falling from the clouds isn't entirely pure. It absorbs carbon dioxide from the air, turning it into a very weak carbonic acid. When this rain hits rocks and mountains, a slow chemical reaction happens. The rain breaks down the rocks, releasing tiny amounts of dissolved minerals, including sodium. But what about chloride, the other half of the salt equation? That has a more violent origin. Billions of years ago, ancient volcanoes spewed massive amounts of chloride gases into the atmosphere, which eventually mixed into the ocean. Today, when the sodium washed down from the mountains meets the chloride in the sea, it forms the exact same chemical compound you sprinkle on your French fries: salt. The rain steals these dissolved minerals and carries them into streams, but this brings up a fascinating mystery. If rivers are washing these minerals into the sea, why aren't rivers salty? The truth is, they are carrying dissolved salts and minerals, but the concentration is so incredibly low that our human tongue simply can't taste it. But rivers flow. They eventually dump all their water and their trace minerals into the ocean, and the ocean is Earth's ultimate basin. The only major way water leaves is through evaporation. The sun heats the surface, turning liquid water into vapor to form clouds. But the dissolved salts do not evaporate. They are left behind. Over billions of years, rivers kept delivering these tiny trace minerals, and evaporation kept leaving them there. Slowly, drop by drop, the ocean became a brine. But rain and rivers are only half the story. Another massive contributor to the ocean's chemistry comes from deep beneath the waves. Miles down, on the dark ocean floor, seawater constantly seeps into cracks in the Earth's crust. Down there, it meets boiling hot rock. This superheats the water, triggering a massive chemical exchange. The water drops off certain minerals and absorbs new ones straight from the belly of the Earth. This super mineralized water then shoots back up into the ocean through hydrothermal vents, often called black smokers. Rather than just dumping salt, these deep-sea vents act as a giant chemical refinery, constantly swapping and altering the dissolved minerals in the sea. You might be wondering, with rivers and vents constantly adding minerals every single day, is the ocean just getting saltier and saltier? Surprisingly, no. While the ocean's salinity has fluctuated in the deep past, it has remained relatively stable over long geological timescales. While minerals are always pouring in, they're also being removed. Sea creatures use dissolved calcium to build their shells. Meanwhile, other minerals, including salts, are slowly trapped in seafloor rock or get left behind when ancient shallow seas dry up into vast, sparkling salt flats. What comes in perfectly balances what goes out. So the next time you taste that salty ocean breeze, remember, you aren't just tasting salt. You are tasting the dissolved peaks of ancient mountains, the breath of ancient volcanoes, and the perfect balance of our beautiful planet. If you enjoyed discovering the surprising history behind this simple thing, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Share this with a curious friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more hidden stories behind the everyday world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.